The Silk TV series is probably something a lot of people forgot was even happening and has had an extremely topsy-turvy production ever since it was announced. For example, way back in 2018, Sony announced that there would be a Silk movie. Then after 3 years in 2021, they decided to make it a Silk TV show that would premiere on Amazon Prime. And in 2022, they changed the name to Silk Spider Society. But absolutely no progress has been made in terms of casting an actor, getting director, or anything like that. They've just been writing the damn thing. But it looks like this Silk TV show is going to be delayed even more because all the writers working on the show, except for the showrunner, have just been scrapped. They have been booted out of the writer's room and they're going to go through a complete creative overhaul, which is not really surprising considering that this is a Sony project, but at the same time, it can be surprising when you find out who are the people actually producing this thing. But before I get into that, if you don't know Silk or Sydney Moon, she is a Korean-American Marvel character that Sony owns the movie/TV rights to, and she's basically another version of Spider-Man, but what makes her unique is that she has one of the strongest spider senses in the Spider-Verse. And on top of that, she has made very brief appearances in Spider-Man Homecoming and Insomniac Spider-Man 2, but her first formal balls to the walls introduction was supposed to be in this TV show. And it showed a lot of promise, especially if you look at the talent producing the show. For example, Angela Kang, she's the showrunner for Silk, and she was also the producer for The Walking Dead. And on top of that, the show is being produced by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who both produced the Spider-Verse movies. So this show clearly has some behemoth level talent trying to bring this to life. But look, if you're working for Sony, none of that really matters because this studio is probably the worst studio to work for if you want to build a franchise. Because whatever you pitch to them, they will just tear it down with their goofy vision of what a movie should be. But I feel like ever since Madame Web came out, they realized that they just need to let the artists be artists and not force them to be businessmen. In other words, try to make the best story possible, not the most popular story. So as a result, they scrapped the entire writing team and they're going through a creative overhaul by making the show skew more to a male audience. Now, I may be biased since I'm a guy, but you have to understand that a male skewing TV show is not a bad idea, especially considering that Amazon is known for that kind of stuff. I mean, look at The Boys, Reacher, Jack Ryan, The Terminal. Masculine shows are their bread and butter, and if this is the direction that they are heading down, then we may be in for something exciting, because they have tried so many times to use their storytelling expertise to make the cinematic universe that they want to make, but they just can't. And if they just approach Silk like they did with Spider-Verse, which was just like the production team cook, and then give them a few notes later, then you would make a better product than if you just gave the filmmakers hardcore demands. But yeah, thanks for watching.